Community interview is made possible by Shaw and Associates.
I'm Dave Shaw, President and CEO of Shaw and Associates. For over 70 years, Shaw and Associates has been your trusted experts for wealth management, tax, accounting, and payroll. We change lives and inspire true wealth, one person, one family, one business at a time. Shaw and Associates is a wealth management investment firm that specializes in taxes, serving as a fiduciary, putting your interests first. You can find more information or schedule an appointment by calling 530-674-1150 or on the web at shawassociatesinc.com. Shaw and Associates is proud to support community radio.
And my guest this morning for the 7 o'clock, nobody gets up this early, but these guys did get up this early. And it is the Junior Honkers. And I've got Sean Davis, who is the president.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Not of the United States. We have one, right?
Not yet. No.
But he's working on it. And Sean's brought a couple of guests that also do the Junior Honkers. So, Sean, what I'd like you to do is first, what is a Junior Honker? Then introduce the guests.
Okay. So we are a youth football and cheer program that we feed. Actually, we are a feeder program into the Yuba City High School. We're in a SYF, which is Sacramento Youth Football League. We're excited to be a part of the league. You actually, to stipulation to be in that league, you have to be a feeder program into a high school. So you can't just create a team and say, hey, we're a team. You actually have to be associated with a high school. So we're happy to be a part of the Yuba City High School. I have with me today is Jessica. She's actually our assistant cheer coordinator.
Good morning.
And then Gabe, he's our football coordinator.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
So what age group is this? Not you guys. I'm not
7
asking
to 14, we'd
Huh?
say. 7 to 14.
So then if they do well, I'm assuming Yuba City High, they're watching.
Yeah, we're definitely a feeder program.
And so they're like, oh, we'll take that one and that one.
So our goal is to, when we get young men and women, to teach them football and cheer skills, but also teach them how to be responsible young men and women. And it's, when you get to that level of high school, you're not just automatically on the team. You actually have to try out. So our goal is to see our kids succeed, not academics, but also in, athletics. So that's if we could see that in the high school, which we've seen, Gabe has seen many times, that makes us happy. We did our job. So
Gabe, so if a young kid wants to get into football, how do they get into the Junior Honkers?
Well, it's actually really easy. We have an online website. You just register and you pay. We have scholarship opportunities available for those who cannot afford it. It does get a little pricey, but we have scholarship opportunities available, and we welcome anybody to come and play with us from
that's cool.
all types of backgrounds and economic situations. So we want anybody out there. And the high school coaches are very involved, and they know what's going on out there. They know what kids we have out there, and they're familiar with the coaches. So
that's what I was going to
yeah, so they're very aware of what we have coming up and what we need to work on and improve to get them ready for by the time they get to high school.
Man, that is so cool. I didn't realize that this, it's really great. Jessica, what about cheers? Who does that? Who gets to do that? They just sign up and boom, they're in?
Yeah, any girls that are 7 to 14, we have four different squads. We have 8U, 10U, 12U, and 14U. So you can go to I think it's www.ycjuniorhonkers.org. Or no, juniorhonkers.org, and you can sign up. The earlier, the better. But yeah.
It looks to me like cheer has got a lot more gymnastics in it. A lot more than, it isn't just rah-rah,
No.
It's way beyond that, the stuff they do. So did they start learning that at 7?
Well, when they're in 8U, we try to teach them more fun, but definitely skill set. Like it's a lot of discipline, definitely. And the older you get, it's a lot of discipline, a lot of teamwork. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of practicing, definitely. So, when you're in 7U, you get to have a little bit more fun, but 10, 12, 14U, it gets a little more competitive, a little more strict.
I got to tell you, I have a lot of respect for those young girls out there because they're out there all day in any weather, rain or shine. They're out there.
Yes.
They're out there cheering their butts off. They're smiling. They're pumping up the crowd in the rain and the cold. So I have a lot of respect for them.
Football season?
Football season. That's
Yeah,
right.
the cheerleaders stay out there. I mean, personally, my daughter just, I guess you could say, graduated the 8U or the 14U team. She did about 5 years with the junior program, and I've watched her out there in rain, sun, or shine, and it didn't matter. Those girls, they grind as hard as the football players when it comes time.
So it's the same for them. They'll go to Yuba City High.
Yes,
And
some
then,
of them.
Then when they go, they can try out for the cheer squad for Yuba City High.
Yes.
Awesome. Gosh, what
And
a
it
great
definitely helps to have some
preparation.
experience.
Huh?
It definitely helps to have some experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can say,
And then those high school athletes, these young kids look up to them.
Definitely.
That's what got me into football. I remember watching the high school players in my high school and thinking that was so cool. So these young athletes, they see these high school kids out there, and I'm sure they're great role models for them.
Yeah, and our actually our high school girls come and they volunteer their time to help us out with the snack bar and with our young girls. So each squad gets anywhere from 1 to 2 high school girls, and they help prep a lot of our routine dances and bring a lot of joy to the girls because they've been there, done that. So they know how to kind of work with each squad and the girls they're with. So the high school girls and boys, they bring a lot to the table for our junior program.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you guys have been around for a while, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So how can the community help? Do you guys do a fundraiser? Because you mentioned, Gabe, you got scholarships. Somebody's
Yes.
got to pay for that. Is there a way the community can help support the junior honkers, as well as are there places to volunteer?
So we actually have fundraisers. We do a couple big fundraisers during the year, which we post on our Facebook page. We'll post on our web page. If parents want to volunteer, they can just call me, text me. If you go to our website, on my email and my phone number is on there. My phone never goes off. Hasn't been off in years. So I answer 24/7. But yeah, they can come and just, if they want to volunteer, we do a couple big fundraisers. They can also just be a sponsor. We have different sponsorship packages. We have a gentleman who's in charge of that, has been knocking it out of the park, and we're a nonprofit, so sponsorships or doing donations or fundraisers. That's how we function, and that's how we help these young men and women achieve their goals. So
Yeah, same here. There's so many nonprofits, great nonprofits in our area. It's just incredible.
Yes.
People making a difference, and I can see what you guys are doing. I can see why you'd get excited about this.
Yeah.
Gabe, you said that, you were looking up at football players.
Yes.
So now you could probably look at these kids and go, I get it.
That's right.
I get exactly what they want, right?
Yeah.
And then so how many games do they play?
Typically 10 games. We'll have about 4 preseason games, 6 regular season, and if you're lucky enough to make playoffs, you get an extra 2 to 3 games, playoffs and championship.
So who else do they play? Where are the other teams from?
Local teams that we've played recently is River Valley Junior Falcons, which is exciting. It's a crosstown rivalry.
Yeah,
it's always fun. And these kids all know each other. They know each other from school and other sports, so it's a good time. We also play Wheatland. Wheatland is another team on our schedule, and we had the opportunity to play Gridley last year in the championship game, so that was fun. Yeah, those are the local teams that I can think of right now. Yeah. We haven't had the opportunity to play Marysville for several years now, but maybe in the near future.
So it's just a matter of what league, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's different divisions within the league.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's always changing every year. So every year we're kind of waiting to see who's in our league, and we find out normally around May. Yeah, but we just kind of prepare for whoever we think we're going to play. We just prepare for
that team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jessica, is there cheer competition?
Oh yeah, there's definitely cheer competitions.
Because I was going to say, if they just go to the games, the football, the kids playing football are like, we could win this game, right? And the cheerleaders want to help them win. Yeah. But do they have competition?
Yeah, so we go to jams, and then you can qualify or kind of not qualify. So depending on how well your performance is after jams, you can keep going further. A few years in a row, our teams have gone to Vegas, and then last year,
what?
yeah. So you have the opportunity to go to Vegas. Yeah, if you got it, it's a big commitment. So you definitely got to be dedicated.
It makes for a long. So let me say, just if I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
But, so the cheer. So our season will start in July. They just had January.
Yeah, we went in January to Vegas.
July to January, the girls. Committed,
and then season starts.
We're getting ready to start back up. So we buy. The boys are definitely committed, and the girls are. right there with them. It's hot, cold, rain. It's a big commitment from volunteers, but also our athletes. But it makes it all worth it.
Definitely.
You gotta get close to these kids,
oh, yeah.
right? And then when they graduate, you're like, you want them to do better, but you guys have them for a long period.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
and we hope they learn life lessons from these, from football and cheer. There's life lessons to be learned. So.
Maybe come back and help us one day when they're older.
That is cool. You mentioned that. So you get the football guys come back too?
Yeah, absolutely. We get alumni come back, and we even have current high school athletes on our coaches staffs also. So
we're working closely with the high school this year. The varsity high school coach, the varsity cheer coach, they're gonna have us. We call them junior coaches, but kids that are in high school, they're gonna come down and help us. And like Gabe was saying, they look up to those guys. They want to be. That's what they're inspiring to be, and they make great role models and it just motivators, and it's exciting. It's an exciting time, and it's great for this area.
Well, it sounds like you guys don't have an off season.
No.
It sounds like it's just going all year long. But the games are actually
the games. The actual season starts mid-July, and playoffs go up until end of October, early November. So it's about, I guess, a 4-month actual season. But yeah, every year the off season gets stretched longer and longer. So we do need to take advantage of little pockets of downtime when we have it, for sure.
Yeah.
We need our family time as well.
The kids don't think so. They think your family time.
They want to be. That's right.
Them.
We are a family also. That's true.
Yeah.
That's your family time right there. Yeah. This is amazing. So one more time, I kind of want to go over this. People can sponsor, or they can donate directly.
Yes, sir.
And they can volunteer.
Yes, sir.
And if they're a high school student out there, what if they're a high school student but they're not a football player in cheer, but they want to help? Can you still have volunteers? Are there places for them?
We have positions like a cameraman. Can help out. Even if someone wants to help with the equipment or help with water during game days and be encouraging.
Yes.
We will vet everybody and make sure they're properly badged and everything.
Yeah.
But we will accept any help we can get.
I've been fingerprinted. I don't even know how many times.
Right.
Come on down.
It's like
Come on down.
Because no place accepts the same ones.
No.
Yeah,
So you have to go again.
You have to do
I
under
had to
that
go
number,
for Marysville Joint because we have interns here that come from Lyndhurst.
Oh, okay.
And
that's cool.
they learn how to do podcasting and the whole thing. And so I had to go get fingerprinted again. I'm like, couldn't you guys just pick up the last one? So is that part of the process, Gabe? That
Yeah,
they get,
it is. Yeah, and there's a lot that goes into running home games that people don't really think about. There's a lot behind the scenes. We need to prep the field, pick up afterwards, run a snack bar, run the gate, have a cameraman, have a scorekeeper. There's so many things people don't realize that it takes to run a home game, and we're there from pretty much 7 in the morning until about 7 at night. Yeah, so
7.
It does take a lot of helping hands, and we're thankful to have a great group to help us accomplish that, for sure.
I'd love to volunteer, but I can't because 7 to 7 does not include my nap time.
That's right. Well, you could do a little 4-hour shift maybe.
Is that it?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you come out to a game and be our guest this year, and I'll make a spot for you to nap. Get your nap in there. And
I like this guy.
You gotta come try our pulled pork.
Yeah, come try. I've been told we got the best snack bar, so you can come have lunch on me.
So I'm assuming that you guys play at the high school?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh man,
We practice at the high school, play at
those
the high school.
kids gotta be
So that's
excited.
why, yeah, it's easy for the coaches just to, right when they're done with their high school practice, they just walk on over and check out what we're doing.
And I do want to give props to our junior coaches. So I kind of have personal experience and kind of a proud. My oldest, she came up through the program for cheer, and now she's a high school cheerleader. But those kids, she'll go to class, and then they have their high school practice, and then they come help us. So she's there from, along with the other junior coaches. They're there at
7 to
8
7
or
every
7
day.
to 7 or 7 to 8 at night.
Yeah,
It makes a. So they're just as, they're right there with
They're
us.
almost more committed because they're doing their classes, then they're doing their practices, and then they come, barely even got time to eat a bag of hot Cheetos in between, and they're already back with us on the field. So.
And then they realize how difficult they were when they were that age.
Yeah.
They're like, was I like that?
That is the best revelation
That's right.
ever for kids to say,
Oh, yeah.
was I ever like that? Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I love it when they say, no, you were worse. Right?
Yeah.
But look at you now, right?
That's right.
God, this is really great. I'm so grateful you guys came in, so that people get a chance to see one more time. One more of the really great organizations that we have right here locally,
Oh, yes.
right here in our community, an opportunity for kids to get, it's more than just playing football or cheering. It's all the other stuff that goes in that equips them for life.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Man, it's those skills that they learn how to get along. They learn how, sportsmanship. Do we
yes.
still use that word?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Teamwork. Teamwork. Learning to work with others that come from a completely different background than you, maybe. But on game day and practice day, you're brothers out there. Yeah, you're a family.
Yeah, it builds confidence, self-esteem. It builds these children into being great young men and women. For sure.
It's funny, Gabe. You bring that up. I played football in high school, and I had a friend, Jerry Payline, and he was a quarterback. I was an end, and we hung out together. And there were very, very rich kids in the area. I went to a school that had gone private to public, and I was poor. I lived in a trailer park, little poor Italian boy, right? Okay. And I'll never forget, because Jerry was very wealthy. His family was wealthy, but on that team.
It doesn't matter,
buddy. I'm telling you, I don't care where you grew up.
Yeah.
You get along. You depend on each other. One of the greatest experiences in my life was high school sports because of that. So I heard you when you said that, and I just want to encourage, parents. Sometimes you might think of your situation, or you think your kid's situation is one that socially may not make them fit, but sports makes everybody fit.
Absolutely.
Everybody gets a shot. I love it. Yeah.
So,
and I do want to stress for football, I know it has kind of a stigma that it's a physical sport. People get injured a lot. We do stress teaching safety out there, proper technique, and taking care of your body out there and taking care of each other. We're not out there to hurt other kids or headhunt. We're really trying to teach the game the right way.
That's good. Yeah, I asked my coach, I was on track, and my coach said, I want you to play football. And I'm like, I weigh 90 pounds soaking wet, coach. He said, Fischetti, this is the thing. You're fast. You are not going to let one of those big guys hurt you.
That's right.
I was
That's
like,
right.
so that's your rationale, coach?
Yeah. And I'm sure you're happy he reached out to you.
Yeah, he was a great influence in my life, and I think that's the other part. Maybe you guys don't know just how much, but those kids will remember you.
Yeah,
they will remember what they learned. So,
yes, sir.
So, Junior Honkers, thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do too. Like I said, I'm a big fan of yours. I was telling you earlier, so I appreciate everything you do in the community too. So
I try, man. I just believe we live in one of the best communities around. This is a great place to live and watch great football and cheer.
Yep.
So you can't forget about us.
Like I said, you got my number, so we're come to a game.
I got your number.
I'll create a spot for you to nap, and then watch more games. So we're gonna make that happen.
I have to bring my cameraman.
That's right.
He'll be taking pictures, and I'll be over there on a bench asleep. It'll be like he's watching the game through his closed eyelids. Right?
Maybe we could do a live radio show there.
We can.
Oh yeah, that would be
As a matter of fact, at one point we broadcast the Yuba City High baseball game.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes.
Now we're broadcasting the Freebirds.
Oh, yes.
So we did last year, and we'll broadcast them again this year. But that's a
Awesome.
great idea.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
I mean, how cool would that be?
We'd love to have you.
Because you already got an announcer.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't want me to. I'll do okay on color, but I'm not an announcer. They told me you are not doing this. I love baseball. That's right, but everybody's not a Cardinal fish, and
That's
you
right.
only love the Cardinals. You don't like any other team. Anyway, thanks so much, guys,
Thank you
for
so
Thank
coming
you.
on.
We appreciate it.